Okay, Chapter 2, Section 2, Solving Inequalities Using Addition or Subtraction. Now, the rules that we're going to go over are the same rules that we would use for if there was an equal sign. That's a good thing to keep in mind. So starting off with the word equivalent inequalities are inequalities with the same solution. The addition or subtraction property of inequality, by adding or subtracting the same number to each side, we get an equivalent equality, right? Just like whenever we have something with an equal sign, we can add something to both sides, we can subtract something to both sides, and it stays correct. And those are the correct rules that we can follow. So number one, and this is extremely like what your homework problems are going to be. You're going to be given something like x minus 5 is less than negative 3. And we need to solve. We got to get x by itself, so I'm going to add 5 to both sides. And I get, what is that? X is less than 2. So that's part of my answer. That's my inequality. Now I need to graph it. Now on your paper, whenever you do it on your scratch paper, draw your little number line. And I like to always put at least 3 numbers on here. Right in the middle, I like to put the number we're dealing with. In this case, it's 2. And then I like to put a number on the left and a number on the right. I just go the number right next to it, but you could have put you could put negative 10 on there if you wanted to. I'm just going to put 1 and 3. Okay, you need 3 numbers though. Here we're going to have a circle and 2. And then you should say to yourself, well, is it going to be an open circle or a closed circle? Well, this case is going to be an open circle because there's not the little equal to sign under there. This says that x is less than 2. X is smaller than 2. So we're going to shade on the side that says smaller than, which is the left. And there we are. Okay. On your paper, whenever you're using the same color ink or a pencil, you just want to shade it kind of wider so that you can just tell which side is shaded. Okay. Your answer here is the inequality and the graph. All right. On the homework, if it asks for the inequality and it just asks for the inequality, you don't have to graph it. But if it asks for the inequality and the graph, you have to list both, just like what I did here. Most of them will ask for both. Number 2, solve and graph. Well, here I have an m minus 1, so I'm going to plus 1. I'm going to add 1 to both sides. The negative 1 and the 1 cancel, and I'm left with 7 is greater than or equal to m. Okay, there's half of my answer. Now I need my number line. I'm going to have the number 7, I'll have the number 6, and I'll have the number 8. I'm going to put a circle on the 7, the number 7. It's going to be a closed circle because there is the or equal to sign there. It says that 7 is bigger than m. Another way to say that would be that m is smaller than 7. So smaller than would be to the left. All right, number 3. Write a number sentence as an inequality, or write the number sentence. A number, so this is going to be our x, a number is x, plus 8 is greater than 11. So a number, x plus 8 is greater than 11. There we are. It's just that easy. Whenever you have homework problems that are like this, read them very literal. Read them from left to right and try to write that in. Whenever it says a number, that means a variable. Put in your variable. You can pick whatever you want. And then just kind of read them from left to right. We'll go ahead and graph this one just because. We'll solve it and graph it. We'll subtract 8 from both sides. So then we'll have x is greater than, what'll that be, 3? And then whenever we go to graph it, we'll have the numbers 1, 3, and, I don't know, 5. I'm going to have an open circle on the 3. It says x is bigger than 3. So x is going to be bigger than. It's going to be to the right. There we go. All right, that is section 2. Good luck on the homework.